My dear friend, there is a beautiful truth that the universe longs for you to remember. You are the creator of your reality. Within you is a magnetic power so profound that it responds not to desperation or worry, but to the energy of calm expectation, trust, and worthiness. Today, let us step into the sacred knowing that when you act as if you already have it and then lovingly let go, the universe brings it to you with grace. Yes, you, regardless of where you've been, what you've gone through, or what you think you've lost, the truth remains unchanged. There is a divine power within you, a power that responds to your thoughts, your beliefs, your intentions, and your feelings. You are not a victim of circumstances. You are the artist of your life, painting each day with your thoughts and shaping your world with the energy you radiate. Every moment you are sending signals into the universe. And the universe, loving and attentive, responds with unwavering accuracy. The reality you are living right now is not a punishment, nor is it random. It is simply a reflection, a mirror showing you what you have been energetically aligned with. And if you do not like what you see, you are not stuck, you are not hopeless. You are simply being invited to remember your power, to choose again, to think again, to feel again. This is the gift of free will. This is the magic of creation. This is how transformation begins. You are not powerless, you have never been, but somewhere along the way, perhaps someone made you feel small. Perhaps you were told that life happens to you and not through you. But let that old belief fall away now. You are awakening, you are remembering, you are reclaiming your power, the power to choose thoughts that uplift, to believe in new possibilities, and to expect miracles without needing to understand how they will come. That is real strength. Look around you. Everything you see, every invention, every building, every piece of art or song, it was all once just an idea in someone's mind. And they dared to believe in it. They acted as if it already existed. They felt the vision long before the evidence appeared, and the universe moved with them. The same energy that created planets lives in you. The same wisdom that moves the tides flows through your very breath. You are not separate from the divine. You are an expression of it. When you begin to truly understand that you are the creator of your thoughts, and your thoughts shape your reality, everything changes. Life no longer feels out of control, because you realize you don't need to control the world, you only need to tend to your inner garden. You choose seeds of love instead of fear. You speak words of hope instead of defeat. You release bitterness and invite peace. And slowly but surely, your external life begins to match your inner shift. You don't need to know how it will all work out. You simply need to trust that when you think a new thought, you activate a new energy, and that new energy calls forth new opportunities, people, and experiences. You do not need to force. You do not need to chase. You are not meant to strive endlessly in exhaustion. Creation is about flow. It is about alignment. When you are in alignment with your true self, the self that knows it is worthy, abundant, and deeply loved, life responds in kind. You have already been creating, perhaps unconsciously, perhaps from old wounds or fears, but now you are being called to create with intention, with clarity, with love. You no longer need to create from survival. Now you can create from expansion, from joy, from the knowing that you deserve to live a life that reflects the beauty of your soul. The more you honor that truth, the more the universe will honor you. Even when you cannot yet see results, even when nothing on the outside has changed, keep choosing new thoughts. Keep imagining better outcomes. Keep aligning with peace and gratitude, because unseen forces are always at work. Just as the seed breaks through the soil in silence, your new reality is forming behind the scenes. Don't give up. Don't look back. Don't doubt your worth. You are not here to live in fear. You are here to shine. You are here to express love. You are here to create a life that feels good, not just looks good. And that begins within you. No one else can do this for you. And no one can take this away from you. So take a deep breath and remind yourself, I am a powerful creator. I no longer shrink myself to fit into old stories. I no longer deny my ability to change. I no longer settle for survival when I was made to thrive. I speak words of life. I imagine with purpose. I act with faith, and I receive with joy. Everything I need is already within me. Your emotions are the language of your soul, the invisible signals that shape the reality around you. Every feeling you hold becomes a message you send to the universe. When you embody the energy of peace, love, confidence, and joy, even before anything has changed on the outside, you begin to align yourself with the very experiences you long for. But when you embody fear, doubt, worry, or desperation, you unknowingly block the very things you desire. The key to transformation lies not in effort or control, but in choosing to feel now what you believe only the future can give you. The truth is, you don't need to wait until everything is perfect to feel good. That's an illusion the ego tries to sell. It tells you, once I have the relationship, the job, the money, the recognition, then I'll feel safe, happy, and whole. But life doesn't work that way. You must feel it first, within, and then the world around you will begin to reflect that vibration back to you. Everything begins in the inner world. Fear is a natural human emotion, but it's not your truth. Fear may show up as a voice that says, what if it doesn't happen? Or what if I get hurt again? Or what if I'm not enough? That voice isn't there to ruin you. It's there to be healed. When you recognize it without judgment and choose to shift into love instead, you disarm its power. You become the conscious creator instead of the reactive participant. Remember that you are not your fear. You are the awareness behind it. You have the ability to choose a higher frequency. Begin with presence in this moment right now. Nothing is missing. You are alive. You are breathing. The past is gone. The future is still forming, but here, in this sacred now, you have the power to feel peace. You have the power to feel gratitude. You have the power to feel worthy, even if the world has not yet validated it. This is what it means to embody the feeling. You step into the vibration of your desired outcome before it arrives. And by doing so, you magnetize it with grace. You want love? Feel loved. Speak gently to yourself. Surround yourself with beauty. Practice self-kindness. You want abundance? Feel abundant. Celebrate the little things. Count your blessings. Share what you have with joy. You want healing? Feel whole. Affirm your strength. Rest when needed. Nourish your body with care. It's not about pretending or ignoring your struggles. It's about choosing to feed the energy of what you want instead of what you fear. Every time you choose to feel the joy before the evidence, you plant the seeds of manifestation. Every time you smile through the doubt, give thanks for the unseen, or trust in the unknown, you affirm your faith. You align your energy with a reality that already exists in potential, waiting for you to meet it with belief. Fear often comes when we focus too much on what we lack or what could go wrong. But the mind can be gently trained. You can guide your thoughts like a loving parent guides a child. When fear whispers, what if I fail? You can answer, what if I succeed? When fear says, I'm not ready, you can reply, I'm growing stronger every day. Talk to yourself the way you would talk to someone you deeply love, because that someone is you. You don't need to fake anything. This is not about forced positivity. This is about genuine emotional alignment. It's about checking in with yourself and saying, how would I feel if my desire were already here? Then, living from that place, not perfectly, but intentionally. You will have moments of doubt. You will have days where fear creeps in. That's okay. The goal isn't to never feel fear, but to no longer let it lead. Feel the joy of having it now. Let your imagination work in your favor. Close your eyes and picture your dream life. Hear the sounds, feel the emotions, taste the sweetness of your success. Your mind doesn't know the difference between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. So give it something beautiful to believe in. Let your heart rehearse the celebration before the moment arrives. As you embody the feeling of peace, the people, opportunities, and circumstances that match that vibration will begin to find you. Life will rise to meet the energy you hold. You don't need to chase anything. You don't need to prove anything. You simply need to feel in your soul that it is already yours and live from that truth. You are not here to suffer your way into joy. You are here to remember that joy was always available, not in some far-off future, but right here, right now. Breathe into that. Let go of the fear and step fully into the feeling. It's a gentle release, not a harsh surrender. It's not about closing your heart, but about freeing your spirit. Detachment means choosing peace over control, trust over fear, and surrender over resistance. So often, we hold tightly to outcomes, to people, to timelines, thinking that if we grip harder, we can force life to go our way. But life doesn't respond to tension, it responds to alignment. And alignment comes not from obsession, but from trust. Letting go is not the same as walking away in defeat. It is not abandoning your dreams. In fact, it is an act of deep inner strength and spiritual maturity. It means you've learned that your value is not tied to how hard you try, how much you worry, or how tightly you cling. You've realized that the power to create your reality lies not in force, but in flow. There is wisdom in knowing when to take action, and there is wisdom in knowing when to step back. When you let go, you make space for miracles. You release the need to micromanage the universe and instead say, I trust that what's meant for me will come. I don't need to chase it. I don't need to beg for it. I don't need to hold on so tightly that I lose myself in the process. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you care enough about yourself to protect your energy. You've done your part. You've shown up with intention, love, and effort. Now it's time to breathe. It's time to allow, to trust that the seeds you've planted are growing, even if you can't see the harvest just yet. It's in the space of letting go that life often surprises us. Have you ever noticed that the moment you stop thinking about something so obsessively, the answer appears, the text comes, the opportunity lands, the healing begins? That's the power of surrender. When you stop pushing, energy starts flowing. You shift from desperation to confidence, from fear to faith, from control to connection. Letting go is an invitation to return to yourself, to stop outsourcing your happiness to external things, to whether they choose you, whether it works out, whether it comes fast enough. Detachment says, I already choose me. I already know I'm enough. Whether it comes or not, I am whole. And from that vibration, everything you desire begins to feel magnetized toward you because you're no longer operating from lack. You're radiating trust. We live in a world that tells us to hustle, to strive, to fight for every inch, but sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is pause, breathe, and remember that the universe is not against you, it's working with you. When you let go, you show that you believe this. You affirm, I no longer need to beg for what is mine. I align with it. It's not always easy. The ego wants control. It wants guarantees. It wants constant proof that everything is working. But the soul knows better. The soul knows that peace is not found in knowing everything. It's found in trusting the process. You can desire something deeply while still being at peace without it. That is detachment. That is freedom. You don't need to cling to love to be loved. Real love stays not because you hold it tight, but because it recognizes your value. You don't need to fear losing what's meant for you. If it's truly yours, it will never require you to betray your peace to keep it. When you release what you thought had to happen, you make room for what's actually right for you. Letting go is not weakness, it is courage. It's trusting that even if you fall, life will catch you. It's believing that there's a greater plan unfolding, one you may not fully see right now, but one that is carrying you toward your highest good. And every time you let go of anxiety, attachment, and the need for constant control, you rise. So today, take a breath, release the grip, let go of the story that says you have to suffer to earn what you want. You don't. Your peace is not a reward, it's your natural state. You are not defined by what you hold on to. You are defined by how deeply you trust, how fully you surrender, and how bravely you walk forward with an open heart. You haven't failed by letting go. You've evolved. You've grown. You've remembered that your worth is not measured by how tightly you hold on, but by how freely you can stand in your truth, with or without the outcome you imagined. Let go, not because you don't care, but because you're ready to receive. Let go, not to give up, but to rise higher. Let go, because what's meant for you will always find its way, and you no longer have to chase it. It is the silent knowing that something exists, even when your eyes cannot yet witness it. It is the force that whispers, keep going, when there's no physical sign to reassure you. Faith does not rely on proof. It lives in the heart, in the quiet moments when you choose to believe, not because you see it, but because you feel it. Because you know deep down that something greater is unfolding for you. Everything you now see around you was once unseen. Every building, every piece of art, every invention, every miracle, all began in the invisible realm of thought, belief, and vision. Faith is what makes the unseen real. It's what takes a whisper of an idea and brings it into form. And when you live in faith, you step into your role as a co-creator with the universe. You begin to understand that your thoughts are not small, and your hopes are not empty. They are seeds waiting for your belief to water them. But faith is not always easy, especially when you've waited, especially when you've been hurt, disappointed, or told to be realistic. Faith doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means believing that something greater is possible beyond what your current reality is showing you. It means choosing to stay open when the world tells you to close off. It means trusting the timing, even when nothing seems to be moving. There are moments in life when the physical world goes quiet, when nothing is showing up, no doors seem to open, and no answers come. In those moments, fear wants to take the lead. Doubt creeps in. You question yourself. You wonder if your dreams are too big, if your prayers have gone unheard. But that is precisely when your faith is being strengthened. Not when things are easy and obvious, but when you must hold on to the invisible, knowing that something beautiful is taking shape behind the scenes. Faith isn't about seeing to believe, it's about believing until you see. It's the bridge between the spiritual and the material, the unseen potential and the visible outcome. When you have faith, you don't need to chase or force or beg. You trust. You take aligned action, but you release attachment to how or when it will unfold. You understand that the universe works in mysterious ways, often better than anything you could have planned. When you feel lost or uncertain, come back to your breath, come back to the present moment. Remind yourself, just because it isn't visible doesn't mean it's not real. Energy moves before form appears. Healing begins before symptoms disappear. Opportunities align before they become known. People change, doors open, life shifts, often silently, and then all at once, the breakthrough arrives. Not because you controlled it, but because you believed in it. Faith is the thread that holds your vision together. It's the quiet strength that says, I will keep showing up, I will keep choosing hope, I will keep walking, even if the path isn't lit yet. That kind of trust has power. It moves mountains, even if the world can't see it yet. Your faith is your foundation. Build it strong, not on circumstances, but on the truth that you are supported, loved, and guided by a force far greater than fear. When your heart longs for something, it is not an accident. The dream within you was placed there for a reason. It's not a mistake or fantasy. It's a divine assignment. And when you act on that inner nudge, when you speak, create, reach, or love from a place of faith, you are bridging two worlds. You are saying yes to something invisible becoming visible. You may not know how it will happen. You may not see all the steps, but you are not meant to. That's what faith is for. You are only asked to take the next right step, to say yes to the nudge, to trust that the bridge you are walking will hold you, even if the fog is thick and the way ahead looks uncertain. You are never walking alone. Every step taken in faith is supported. Every thought aligned with love is amplified. Every act of trust is honored. The universe responds to the energy you send out. It doesn't require perfection, only belief. So breathe and come back to your heart. Let go of the fear that says you need guarantees. Let go of the noise that demands proof. You don't need to have it all figured out. You only need to believe that what you are called to do, to be, and to have is already unfolding in the unseen. Walk the bridge. Trust the process. Feel your way forward, not with fear, but with unwavering faith. The energy of needing is heavy. It feels desperate, anxious, and full of lack. When we operate from this energy, we are unknowingly pushing away the very things we say we want. We say we want love, success, health, or peace. But if we are vibrating with the frequency of, I need this to feel okay, we are affirming to the universe that we don't already have it, and we aren't whole without it. Healing the energy of needing begins with remembering who you are. You are already complete. You are already enough. Everything you seek outside of yourself must first be nurtured within. When you move from need to alignment, from fear to faith, you shift your entire vibration. You no longer grasp. You no longer chase. Instead, you begin to attract with grace. Needing is born from the illusion of separation, the belief that we are separate from our desires, that something essential is missing from our lives. But nothing is missing. Everything you truly desire already exists in the realm of the unseen. Your job is not to force it into existence, but to become the version of you who is aligned with it. This doesn't mean you stop desiring. Desire is sacred. It's the soul's way of guiding you forward. But when desire turns into need, when it becomes frantic or filled with pressure, it moves you out of the flow and into resistance. The key is to hold your desires gently, with an open heart and a trusting spirit, knowing that you are not empty without them. You are already whole. When you need something to complete you, validate you, or save you, you place your power outside of yourself. You say, I can't feel peace unless this person loves me. I can't feel worthy unless I achieve this goal. I can't feel safe unless I control everything around me. But healing comes when you take that power back. When you choose to feel whole now. When you choose to affirm, I am enough as I am. I trust that what is meant for me will come. The more you chase something from need, the more it eludes you. It's not because you're unworthy, it's because you're not a match to it yet. The energy of need repels. The energy of peace attracts. If you want more love, become love. If you want abundance, embody gratitude. If you want respect, respect yourself deeply. When you meet yourself with compassion and kindness, the universe responds in kind. We are taught to believe that we must always do more, try harder, and prove ourselves. But sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is stop, breathe, and remember you are not lacking. The idea that you are unworthy unless you have more is a lie that keeps you chasing a moving target. True healing begins when you stop trying to fix yourself and start loving yourself exactly where you are. Look within. Where in your life are you gripping too tightly? Where are you waiting for something outside of yourself to make you feel okay? Pause and breathe into that space. Let yourself feel the need fully, not to judge it, but to release it. Often, the energy of needing stems from old wounds. The child who felt unseen, the adult who felt abandoned, the soul who was told they weren't enough. But you are no longer that version of you. You get to choose a new story now. You are not needy. You are human. You are healing. You are remembering that everything you seek lives within you first. As you soften your grip, life begins to respond. As you relax into trust, the right people, opportunities, and experiences find their way to you. You no longer have to beg for love, force success, or prove your worth. You simply radiate from the knowing that you are already aligned with what is meant for you. Let go of the energy that says, I need this now, or I won't be okay. Instead, breathe into the energy that says, I am okay now. I trust that what's meant for me is already on its way. This shift in vibration is where the magic lives. This is where miracles happen. Release the pressure. Soften your heart. Speak to yourself with love. You don't have to chase or convince or cling. You are not here to earn your worth. You are here to remember it. You are not here to need. You are here to embody. Feel the peace of that truth. Let it fill you. Let it heal you. And watch how everything you once chased now begins to flow naturally into your life, not because you needed it to be complete, but because you finally remembered that you already are. So many people delay their joy, their power, their transformation because they are waiting for external conditions to change. They say, when I get the relationship, I'll feel loved. When I make more money, I'll feel secure. When my body looks different, I'll feel confident. But this is the illusion. Life doesn't begin once you achieve the goal. Life is happening right now, and your outer world will always reflect the energy you're offering in the present moment. If you want more love in your life, be more loving to yourself, to others, to the world. If you want abundance, start treating yourself as someone who already lives in abundance. Not by reckless spending, but by nurturing a mindset of gratitude, worthiness, and trust. If you want peace, stop waiting for the chaos to end. Be the peace. Create it from within. Every great change begins in the invisible. Your thoughts, your emotions, your intentions. They are forming the blueprint of your future. When you show up each day aligned with what you want to experience, you are drawing it closer. You are no longer chasing it. You are embodying it. And when you embody something, it becomes a part of your reality. This is not about faking it. It's about aligning with it. It's about asking yourself daily, if I already had the life I desire, how would I carry myself today? How would I speak? What would I allow? What would I release? How would I treat my time, my body, my dreams? Let your answers guide you. Let them become your practice. The more you live in harmony with the version of you who already has what you desire, the more your outer life begins to shift to meet you there. You don't need to see the full staircase to take the first step. You don't need to know all the details. You just need to embody the energy of where you're going. Live with intention. Dress for the life you want. Think in alignment with your vision. Move through your day as if you've already arrived at your breakthrough. Because that energy is magnetic. It calls in people, opportunities, and events that resonate with your frequency. This also means releasing the energy of waiting. Waiting keeps your dreams at a distance. It creates a gap between you and what you desire. But when you decide to live it now, in your mindset, in your energy, in your choices, that gap closes. You become a magnet rather than a seeker. Do not wait for permission to live the life you were born for. Don't wait for the applause or the validation. Don't wait for everything to be perfect. That time may never come. What matters is how you choose to show up now, even in the midst of the unknown, even in the middle of your healing, your becoming, your in-between season. Honor your process, celebrate your progress, but never lose sight of the truth. You are creating your life every moment. You are not powerless. You are powerful beyond measure. And the life you're calling in, the love, the freedom, the success, the joy, it is waiting for you to meet it with the energy of belief, of embodiment, of readiness. It's okay if the outside doesn't look like your vision yet. Keep aligning with the feeling. Keep acting with faith. Keep walking as if it's already yours. Because the truth is, it is already yours, energetically. Your job is to become the version of you who is a match for it. Every thought is a choice. Every choice is a signal. Every signal is a declaration. This is who I am. This is what I allow. This is what I believe I am worthy of. Live from that place. You are not waiting for a new life to begin. You are calling it in now with every breath, every belief, every brave step forward. Trust in that. Let that be your foundation. And soon what once felt far away will arrive with ease, not because you chased it, but because you chose to become it. Live the life you're calling in, not later, but now.